Hi children, we're back! You're tuned into Peeps AA channel. I'm Teacher Nigel.
I'm Teacher Mav.
And I'm Teacher Ishi.
And welcome to another edition of
Peep Talk,
where we're number one in making education fun. So a lot of our students have been requesting us to make a video about Gerard Hofstede's 6 cultural dimensions.
And now, we are here to heed the request of our dear students.
Gerard Hofstede is a Dutch social psychologist who seeks to understand the beliefs and values of each culture. Hence, he came up with these 6 dimensions.
For a simpler understanding of this concept, we shall be comparing and contrasting 2 different countries, Denmark and Greece, on the basis of these 6 dimensions. The first dimension is power distance. In layman's terms, this is concerned with how societies manage the fact that people are unequal. The higher the power distance, the more evident the unjust distribution of power. In Greek companies, there is one boss who takes complete responsibility of everything, which makes him a status symbol of power. Hence, Greece possesses a high power distance. Denmark, on the other hand, has a low power distance. This is mainly because the middle class is strong, change occurs by revision, and violence is rare. Denmark also has workplaces which have a very informal atmosphere with direct and involving communication and works on a first-name basis. Employees expect to be consulted.
The second dimension, individualism versus collectivism. Greece is a collectivist country, which means that its citizens from birth onwards are integrated into the strong cohesive in-group, and this is evident in the importance of family in their culture. On the other hand, with a score of 74, Denmark is an individualist society. It is manifested by the predominance of individuals' interests over the group interests.
The third dimension is masculinity and femininity. Greece is a medium-ranking masculine society, where Greeks typically possess the characteristics of being success-oriented and driven. Men consider it a personal honor to take responsibility for their families. While Denmark ranked among the countries as the most feminine cultures, which put emphasis on good relationships and cooperation, charity and modesty.
The fourth dimension is uncertainty avoidance. Greece, as a high uncertainty avoidant nation, gives utmost importance to laws and rules as they think that these would make the world a safer place to live in. Denmark has a low score of uncertainty avoidance. This indicates that Denmark's culture is willing to try new ways of approaches with a high degree of innovation.
Fifth cultural dimension, long-term and short-term orientation. Greece is more of a normative society, hence they have a short-term orientation. They are very particular of their culture and hold dear to it. To compare, with a low score of 35 indicates that Danish culture is normative. People here have strong concern with establishing the absolute truth. They exhibit great respect for tradition.
Going to the sixth and last dimension, indulgence and restraint. Greece is on the middle of the parameter, where it is considered as not too indulgent and not too restrained. But then, Denmark has a high score in this dimension, meaning people in these societies generally exhibit a willingness to realize their impulses and desires with regard to enjoying life and having fun. They are intended to be optimists. Hi!
Hi.
So we hope that you learned something from this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below.